Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. Ryan Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham and Ivy are the backcourt pair. Tobias Harris out there with Thompson, and it's Duren in at the 5. And for the Timberwolves, Conley at the guard with Edwards next to him. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. And on paper, this might appear to be a lopsided matchup, Doris, but we've seen plenty of underdogs win before.
You're exactly right, BA. You know what these games can be called? Quote, trap games for great teams, because one underdog wants to prove all the doubters wrong and show, hey, we can stand up with the big guys.
Now here's Harris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Well, you look at the length and athleticism of this young Pistons roster, Grant. Quite the foundation.
Yeah, BA. I mean, those are things you can't teach. So the rate at which this new-look coaching staff develops that will determine just how quickly they can deliver on that innate capability.
And the free throw drops for Harris. When you discuss the Minnesota Timberwolves, what would you say about their front office, Grant?
Well, BA, they want to be as competitive as possible. Whether it's who they are drafting, trading for, or signing in free agency, this team's goal is to be taken seriously out west.
And Harris drops them both. Well, Doris, the Timberwolves have made consecutive playoff appearances. That's a win for this team.
Well, when you consider that hadn't been done in this organization going all the way back to 2004, it does show they are moving in the right direction. The next step, obviously, they have to win a series.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
Yeah, the transition points courtesy of Harris. Nice job working it quickly down the floor.
Here's Edwards. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And that one good.
The muscle from Cunningham, just taking it to the defense and coming through big.
Edwards against Ivy. And Edwards slams it in.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead, leading by just 2. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
And this is why coaches say be aggressive. As long as you're playing smart, good things tend to happen, even if you're on the road.
And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. They've got Dennis Schroeder, Isaiah Stewart out there with Duren. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Fontecchio in at the 3 slot. And that one's good from Conley.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
Schroeder passes to Duren. And he drops it in from the low post.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Conley passes to Randle. Misses the 3.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Beasley.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, what you love about Malik Beasley is his willingness to always hunt for opportunities to score it. He understands what the strength of his game is, and he goes out and tries to execute.
Beasley hits them both. There's 10 seconds left to play in the second quarter. And here's Edwards. The 3-ball. He's off on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Pistons ahead, up by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They led by 2 after the first. They were slightly better in the second. Not a big difference between these two teams. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
They've run this offense seamlessly. Each guy seems to understand his role. They're making smart decisions with the basketball, and I can give a shout out to the playmakers. This team's success is because of you, brother.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Minnesota?
I'd like to see them get to the line more, but to do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action, drive the lane, make the defense react to what you're doing. If they can do that, I think they have a good chance of pulling out a win.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Timberwolves with possession. 4-point game. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at point guard. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Cunningham with the ball. Randle's in his pocket. And Harris throws it down.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Pass to Gobert. The Pistons clear it.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And here's Cunningham. Now Harris. Shot clock at 6. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Edwards. Fires in the triple. Edwards has got 7.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands. You let it go, Anthony Edwards.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Pistons on top, up 3. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 3-point lead. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. They've got Tim Hardaway. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kate Cunningham. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Fontecchio in at the 4 slot. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, "It's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now." Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
This is when you need a defensive presence, but it's just not happening.
It seems to me a lack of effort and a lack of communication, and it's happening to both sides here late in the game.
Edwards pulls it in.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Now here's Edwards. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're losing by 4. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
The strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Cade Cunningham.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
Pass to McDaniels. For 3, Conley. Unable to get that one.
Excellent job of closing out on